Guys, watch out. Test 1 2. Test 1 2. Balko Bison. Drummond Bulldogs. Cole Cowett. Braxton Fowler. Nathan Smith. Cooper Mitchell. Jaden Hall. Logan Taylor. Peyton Parker. Chisholm Freeman. Mason Romju. Daniel Pearson. Ty Smith. Nathan Cardwell. Paul Caldwell.
So hard to craft and everything.
It really is. It takes so much time. Dude, I want to get wood. Dude, a controller's better than mobile. I don't know what it is with mine, but like mobile sucks for me.
I can't figure out.
I have to start doing sensitivity on my controller. I like to do I'm so slow with that. I have my sensitivity so high on my controller, so then I'm like barely moving stuff. So it's like, how are you going so fast? I'm like, I'm just straight like that. But she would die if I turned up her sensitivity.
Slash off.
If you just like gradually change your sensitivity to like 5%. Like, I usually have mine like this will work out. Pretty high. It doesn't work out. So then like I can just move around.
If I somehow got on the dreams account, and technically it was on, I would just do slash off. Honestly, I feel like it would just spawn.
True. What was the thing when they were like using like the end portal and like some kind of cable? And it was remixed.
Yeah, I was looking at it. Yeah, he definitely made it so they can't buy it. Cause
yeah, because Phil was like, dude, just we're literally. What? It's fine. Resetting that. Anyways, Phil says.
Dream is
Oh yeah, we are live.
it's like a.
Phil says, he's like, Green, you can just place it back. We're literally just gonna use the table. Place it back, but like.
Honestly,
Like,
would it
don't
not?
place them in the same direction.
Is it in easy mode or something?
Yeah.
Then shouldn't it not spawn the table?
No, it'll still spawn because he runs it easy enough. Just because it's an easy enough doesn't mean the entire pen is not assistant. Yeah.
Isn't the dragon gone though?
No. Everything's still there. It's just easy. That's legitimately the way you beat the game. Everything's there. There's just like less mobs. Yeah.
Are you sure?
It's like the same difficulty and everything. It's just like less mobs. I usually play on normal. I haven't beat the game yet. I also have to try
like most people that have played Minecraft like never beat the game.
Yeah.
Dream is beat it like 15 or more times.
Dude, probably like 100 times at least.
I know Foolish said that he beat the game in like 20 minutes. And I was like, that's pretty good. Honestly, like 20
Wait,
minutes.
what is the speed run? Is it like 18 or something?
The speedrun record? No idea. Absolutely.
So like 1.16, isn't it like people don't really like the Nether update because of the piglins?
Because of the piglin trades. They said that it's more likely to get thrown if you just kill a bunch of endermen instead of trade with piglins, but I prefer piglin trades.
Well, I don't know. I
But I also-
kind of want to kidnap one of them and just name it Piglin.
Alright, that's a lie. There ain't no way they got
No,
it.
absolutely not.
That's crap. There ain't no way you did that.
That was
to
in
Tubbo.
the first version of Minecraft.
Yeah.
So Tubbo, okay, have you seen Tubbo look like now?
Yeah.
I
haven't
like-
watched like the full. I haven't watched all of it.
So he made a video.
Watched all
He
of it.
made a video of the bomb one.
Oh yeah, I want to watch that. That was such a good stream, honestly. It was so funny.
Honestly, he kind of cut a lot of it out, but it doesn't seem like they did that bad.
They really didn't. They really didn't.
I watched like the first two bombs.
See, yeah, 14 minutes. That's well, how long?
It's over there.
You had it in 1.14, right?
I think he did 14 and I think he has it in 16.
I don't think so.
He has it in something. I forget which one.
He was streaming to get it for a while and then stopped. And then he got it to yeah.
You know it was Dream's idea to make the Christmas Prime?
Wait, what?
It was Dream's idea to make the Christmas Prime.
Now he's not like allowed into it.
Not allowed on Holy Land. Okay, have you...
Dad and Aunt don't like wood.
I don't know if you rewatched it or not, but...
Yeah, they can't. Yeah, they can't go in.
No, it was the Rambo stream, I think. Or they were trying to get like a... What was it? Wasn't it chicken? Like a little baby piglin
Oh.
from the Nether, but it was like a piglin on a chicken, so it's like a piglin jockey. But the chicken died, and they were trying to get it.
Anything except for the chicken died.
They were trying to get because they couldn't get it through the portal or something. Because I don't think you can get jockeys through portals. But they got him to. Oh my gosh, what is it? No Chester. They just got another chicken.
Yeah. Man, I'm really
See, that's why you put your phone right here, because then it counts the steps.
I don't have a step. I don't have a step checker on mine.
I'm saying,
I don't have mine turned on. No, wait, no, go back.
it might not be turned on,
Dude,
but
I dropped my phone enough that like 100 of my steps
it's-
could count and just be me dropping my phone.
it's the...
Okay, that's why it's not counting like anything. I forgot to re-download an app that makes my watch work.
It's just the health app.
No, I don't have an Apple Watch.
Phone.
I'm talking about my watch.
I don't want to be born.
Take your dirt.
The pride of the High Plains, the Balko Bison, are on the air. Balko Bison basketball is brought to you by Squirtle, Watonga Cheese Factory, Crossroads Express, Casey Cowan Custom Haying, Summit Wealth Strategies LLC, and Tri-State Heating and Air. And now for your Crossroads Express pregame show. I want to welcome everybody out to the Duster Dome here in Beaver, Oklahoma for this third round playoff matchup between the Balko Bison and the Drummond Bulldogs. We want to thank our sponsors for today's game, Watonga Cheese Factory, Casey Cowan Custom Haying, Summit Wealth Strategies LLC, Tri-State Heating and Air, and Crossroads Express. We're going to take a quick break and hear from our sponsors. When we come back, we will have the Crossroads Express pregame show live on the Balko Bison Sports Network. Wetumpka Cheese Factory has been producing the finest cheese in Oklahoma and Texas for over 80 years. Locally owned and operated, the folks at Wetumpka Cheese Factory have summer sausages, the best homemade cheddar cheeses in the region, spiced pickles, homespun honey, and their famous cheese curds. Located in Perryton, Wetumpka Cheese Factory also has gift baskets and offer delivery options. Visit Wetumpka Cheese Factory at 2018 South Main Street in Perryton or call them at 806-648-4310. Wetumpka Cheese Factory is a proud sponsor of Balko Bison Athletics. Casey Cowan Custom Haying services the Oklahoma and Texas panhandles for all of your haying needs. From swathing and baling to hay sales for cattle and horses, Casey Cowan Custom Haying is the best option for your farm and ranch needs. Contact Casey Cowan at 580-628-7464 for all of your haying and hay service needs. Casey Cowan Custom Haying is a proud sponsor of Balko Bison Athletics. Crossroads Express is your one-stop shop for your convenience store and gas needs, located at the intersection of Highways 412 and 83 at Bryan's Corner. Crossroads Express features specialty deli items like Louisiana meat pies, crawfish pies, boudin, as well as corn dogs, and everyone's favorite beef and bean burritos. And the Crossroads Express gas station has your gas and diesel needs that you will need to make it a road trip. Call 580-361-2529 for all of your call-in orders and let the folks at Crossroads Express take care of you. Crossroads Express is a proud sponsor of Balko Bison Athletics. Panhandle living is hard. And with our scorching summers and frigid winters, if your heating or air isn't working, it can get even harder. Let the folks at Tri-State Heating and Air help you make it through the seasons in comfort. Licensed and insured for over 20 years, Bryce Sager and the folks at Tri-State Heating and Air are well equipped to handle your HVAC, air and refrigeration and heating needs. Locally owned and operated, Tri-State Heating and Air understand the unique needs of folks in the Panhandle. Contact them at 580-525-1820 and let Tri-State Heating and Air make your home or business more comfortable. Tri-State Heating and Air is a proud sponsor of Balko Bison Athletics. In this time when there's so much insecurity in the world, the one thing you need to be able to rely on is your financial situation. That's where the folks at Summit Wealth Strategies LLC come in. Located in Alva, Summit Wealth Strategies LLC specializes in tax, payroll, and financial management services designed to help folks in the Panhandle in northwestern Oklahoma handle whatever insecurities the world throws at us. Call Van Johnson at 580-609-4880 and let him give you the financial security and peace of mind you need to make it through any situation. Summit Wealth Strategies LLC is a proud sponsor of Balko Bison Athletics. Welcome back to the Crossroads Express pregame show live from the Duster Dome in Beaver, Oklahoma. We want to thank everyone for joining us on this broadcast of Balko Bison basketball. If you're listening, please let us know where you're listening from. Like and follow us on Facebook at Balko Bison Sports Network and on Twitter at Balko Sports. Shoot us a message. Let us know where you're listening from, who you're rooting for, who your team of interest is, and we'll give you a shout out on air. We love talking to fans during our broadcast, and we look forward to hearing from you. Now for the Crossroads Express pregame show. The Drummond Bulldogs come into today's game with a record of 7 wins and 12 losses on the season. They're averaging 48.7 points a game and averaging giving up 56.7 points a game. In their last 5, they've been able to maintain that, averaging 49.2 points a game while giving up 56 points a game, and they are 3-2 in their last 5 games. The Bulldogs lost in the first round of last year's Class 1A playoff to the Pond Creek Hunter Panthers last year and have moved to Class B for the first time heading into this season. Drummond is a scary team that is much better than their record would indicate. They've played 5 ranked teams this season and are 5-6 against Class B opposition this season. The Bulldogs qualified for today's third-round matchup by defeating Beaver 53-45 in the first round before falling to number 14 Tyrone in their second-round matchup by a score of 65-33. Drummond is capable of putting up points in bunches, with their high point mark being 79 against Deer Creek Lamont on January 7th. They do tend to give up large amounts of points as well, however, surrendering over 60 points 7 times this year and allowing over 73 times, but none since January 8th against Glencoe. Balko Bison coming to today's game 11-2 on the season, ranked number 17 in the state. The Bison average 58.3 points a game, giving up 41.6 a game. In their last 5, their offense has ballooned, averaging 64.2 points a game, giving up 46.8, and they're 4-1 in those 5 games. Balko comes into today's game reeling just a bit, suffering their first loss in 6 weeks and their worst loss in nearly a year at the hands of Goodwell on Saturday in the second round of the playoffs. The Bison now unexpectedly find themselves on the loser side of the bracket and is now win or go home for the duration of this playoff. Balko surrendered a season-high 64 points in the loss and had difficulty handling the Eagles' transition to mid-range game. Drummond could prove to be an equally daunting opponent as their success or failure offensively is predicated on how quickly they get up and down the floor. The Bison's offense was predictably unpredictable, however, once again finding a different scoring leader than in their previous game. The Bison will need Jaden Hall and Logan Taylor to find their shot on a big way today in order to ensure that Balko's season does not come to a premature end. Balko shot just 18% from the floor against Goodwell, and that will not get the job done moving forward. This is the first ever matchup between Balko and Drummond. With two teams that are unfamiliar with each other, there are two schools of thought on how to approach the game. One, try and blitz your opponent early and take them out of the game before it truly begins. Or two, start out slowly, try and learn your opponent, then settle in and attack with your strengths. I have a feeling that both of these teams are going to want to attack from the outset. In a game like this, where both teams are capable of scoring points in bunches, this could very well turn into one of those games where the first 1 to 80 wins. It is win or go home for both teams this season. The loser of today's game will see their season end this afternoon. The winner will play tomorrow, will play Monday at 3 p.m. in Leedy against the loser of the matchup between Timberlake and Leedy. We're going to take another quick break from our sponsor. When we come back, we will have the starting lineups for today's game. Balko Bison basketball will continue in just a moment. Crossroads Express is your one-stop shop for your convenience store and gas needs. Located at the intersection of highways 412 and 83 at Bryan's Corner, Crossroads Express features a wide variety of ice-cold fountain drinks, candies, snacks, and is a proud vendor of Cajun salsa and pickles as well as Watonga cheese. And the Crossroads Express gas station has your gas and diesel for your farm and off-road vehicle needs. Crossroads Express also has a gift shop featuring novelty and one-of-a-kind gifts and souvenirs. Call 580-361-2529 for your call-in orders and let the folks at Crossroads Express take care of you. Crossroads Express is a proud sponsor of Balko Bison Athletics.
I can take the advice from that one person though. Literally just like he's just gonna roll over me. I'm a foot and a half smaller than he is. If I just like go for the kneecap. What about me? I just gotta turn and sprint. No, because he's really tough to throw on. So if he's going, if he's going, you just gotta. Then he keeps going. But more fear. He spins around and comes right back. Okay? And you know what you do? You keep run, keep him out. If he's running and you move, keep him on. You just juke him out. I want Rambo bears. Actually, I want to make my own Rambo bears because I want to go thrifting and then I want to sew together like a sweater. And like it'll be like white primarily. The sleeves are black and then you have like a crown at the back. That is my ideal Rambo bear. No smile, just the crown. Just the crown. That is my idea for Rambo bears.
Welcome back to the Duster Dome here in Beaver, Oklahoma for this third-round playoff matchup between the Balko Bison and the Drummond Bulldogs. You're listening to the Crossroads Express pregame show. The starting lineups for both teams. First, for the Drummond Bulldogs, again coming into today's game with a record of 7 wins and 12 losses. They are coached by Brady Kokajan. Number 5, Trevin King. Number 10, Braden Longpine. Number 14, Kelton Arnold. Number 15, Blake Allen. And number 21, Braylon Peters. And for the Balko Bison, coached by Jake Regier, assisted by Terry Mulberry. Number 00, Cole Cowan. Number 1, Braxton Fowler. Number 5, Jaden Hall. Number 10, Logan Taylor. and number 34, Peyton Mulberry. So once again, for the Drummond Bulldogs, you've got King, Longpine, Arnold, Allen, and Peters. And for the Bison, you have Callan, Fowler, Hall, Taylor, and Mulberry. Again, this is a win or go home game for these teams. If whoever does not win this game today, their season is over. And so both these teams are going to come out and give it everything that they have, because neither one of these teams want their season to end just yet. These are two proud and storied teams that have a good history of basketball success, and neither one of them want to go out this early in the year. We're a little over 3 minutes away from tip-off from today's game. We do want to thank all of you for listening to this broadcast of Balko Bison basketball. This has been the Crossroads Express pregame show. We do want to remind everyone that Watonga Cheese Factory is the three-point sponsor for the season for Balko Bison and Lady Bison basketball. Every time a Bison or Lady Bison player makes a three-pointer, we'll give them a mention. A special thank you to Watonga Cheese Factory for being our three-point sponsor. The teams are making their way to their respective benches now, and we're about to have the starting lineup from the public address announcer down on the floor. A small but what appears to be energetic crowd today at the game. I think at this point there's some people that may still kind of be stuck in from their weather, and we know that the folks down in Drummond got it a little bit worse than we did out here in the Panhandle. I know down in that area they got in some cases up to a foot of snow. And they're going to be clearing out from that for a while. But a few of the Bulldog faithful did manage to make their way out to the Panhandle today. Balko has a pretty lively crowd as well. I would say probably right now about 600. It's probably about a crowd of 600 or so here for today's game. Small, but it should be lively and energetic once the game gets up and going. Welcome to the Duster Dome here in Beaver, Oklahoma for this matchup between the Balko Bison and the Drummond Bulldogs. A very pleasant good afternoon to you all wherever you may be. My name is David Vaughn. I'll be your host for the afternoon. It's a pleasure to be with you on this beautiful Saturday afternoon. It is an absolutely gorgeous day. So if you're not able to make it to the game today, but you're maybe out doing some yard work or something, enjoy your day, enjoy the beauty of it, and enjoy listening to some Balko Bison basketball. Drummond will be in their Drummond will be in their road blue uniforms with white numerals and gold lettering and trim, and they will be going from right to left across your screen. And for the Balko Bison, they will be in their home white uniforms with maroon lettering and maroon trim with the script Balko across the chest. They're finishing up the starting lineups right now on the floor. It should be a very fun and entertaining game. I do have a feeling that it's going to be I feel like it's going to be loud, and I feel like it's going to be intense. I'm anticipating a lot of points in this one, and I'm anticipating a close game. And so I think it should be a lot of fun. We'll see how the Bison respond from their first loss in over 6 weeks. Bison players are huddling up now on the Duster logo in center court, and we're about to be underway. It'll be Jaden Hall to jump for Balko and Braylon Peters to jump for the Bulldogs. Official giving final instructions. Players shake hand in the circles. In the circle, rather, one circle. Ball's in the air, we're underway. Tip is controlled by the Bison. Peyton Mulberry has it, hands it off to Cole Callan. Callan will walk the ball across. Callan will walk the ball across the timeline, doubled out there between the circles over to Logan Taylor. Taylor holds the ball down to Mulberry, triple team. Now Hall underneath, the reverse layup is good for Jaden Hall. And the Bison score quickly, 2-0, 17 seconds into the ballgame. Quickly into the front court is Arnold. Arnold over to King. King has the ball, goes around the screen by Longpine. Now over to Allen. Allen's wing jumper off the glass, no good. Offensive rebound driving in. Now dishes out to Arnold, and we have a traveling violation. It will be a turnover on the Bulldogs' first possession, and it will be Balko basketball. 7:28 to go here in the first quarter. 2-0 your score. Into the front court is Cowan. Over to Taylor, back to Cowan. Cowan now to Hall in the corner. Now Logan Taylor. Taylor with a three-pointer. Off the back iron, no good. Rebounded by Longpine. Into the front court now. A one-on-one on Fowler. The jump over Fowler's off the iron. No good. Rebounded by Jaden Hall. Coming back the other way now for the Bison. Cole Cowan has the ball now, bringing it across the timeline. Jogging, met there by Kelton Arnold. Over now to Braxton Fowler. Fowler over to Taylor between the circles. Now to Cowan. Cowan, three-pointer. Off the back iron, no good. Rebounded by Peyton Mulberry. Mulberry, 13-foot jumper is good. Turnaround jumper good for Peyton Mulberry. Turnaround jumper is no good. Offensive rebound putback is also no good. Now rebounded by Mulberry. Quickly into the front court. The pass is knocked away, deflected, and will go out of bounds off of Drummond. It will be Balko basketball. 6:28 to go here in the first quarter. 4-0 your score.
You got it.
Drummond able to get a couple of good looks at some shots. They haven't been able to hit anything so far. That will change as the game goes on, however. Inbound to Mulberry. Mulberry fadeaway jumper is off the iron. No good. Rebounded by Blake Allen. And the Bulldogs come running back the other way. Into the front court is Peters. Peters being guarded by Hall. Hands it off to Trevin King. King dribbling between the circles. Crossover dribble being guarded by Fowler. Over to the wing. Wasn't quite ready for it, but he got it anyway. Was Arnold. Now dribbling back toward the strike. Braden Longpine now has it back to Peters. Peters over to King. King has the ball, holding it at his hip. Now passes over to Arnold. Arnold to Longpine. Longpine being guarded by Cole Cowan. 5:55 to go here in the first quarter. 4-0 your score, favor Balko. Hand the ball up to Peters, and Drummond will reset their offense. Over to Arnold, bounce now to the free throw line. We have a foul on the floor, and I think that's going to be on Jaden Hall. Foul will be on Jaden Hall, his first personal foul, first team foul, and Drummond will inbound underneath their own basket.
And then done. Nobody's shooting.
Drummond trying to be patient and kind of find some openings here. Inbound to Peters. Peters driving on Hall. The shot is off the glass, no good. He's fouled on the shot.
And then there's a foul.
Foul's going to be on Logan Taylor, his first personal foul, second team foul. At the line for Drummond will be Braylon Peters to shoot two.
Free throw. No free throw. And then two shots.
First free throw is on the way and good. So Peters with the first point of the game for the Bulldogs. Second free throw is up. In and out, no good. Rebounded by Hall.
There you go.
Coming back the other way now. Mulberry brings it across the timeline, holds the ball above his head, passes over to Cowan. Cowan double team. Now down to the wing and Fowler. Fowler has the ball. Over to Cowan, thought about the shot. Now down to Mulberry. Down at the block. The turnaround is no good, but he's fouled.
And then a foul on
Foul will be on Braden Longpine. That's his first personal foul, first team foul. And at the line for Balko will be Peyton Mulberry. Mulberry with 2 of the Bison 4 points so far in this one.
free throw. Two. You already
In the early going, the two teams kind of feeling each other out a little bit. First free throw from Mulberry is on the way and good.
Okay, just making sure that
Mulberry usually a reliable free throw shooter for the Bison.
Four matches.
Second free throw is on the way. It is good. Nice soft touch from Mulberry on those, as both of them were good. And it's now 6-1. Favor Balko. Bringing the ball into the front court is Trevin King, being guarded by Fowler. Crossover dribble, double team.
21.
And Peters lost it out of bounds. And they're going to say that he hit it out. The officials are conferring. I think they're going to say it was off of Balko. It looked like it might have been.
Okay.
And it was.
So, fact that, never mind that.
It was off of Logan Taylor.
Okay, so 5.
Inbound now to King. King driving in. The layup is off the iron. No good. Cole Cowan with the rebound. Being pressured in the backcourt. Gets into the front court now. Spin move driving into the paint. Bounce pass to Hall is knocked away. It's loose and stolen. So Braden Longpine with the steal, not coming back the other way for the Bulldogs. He thought about a pull-up three-pointer, opted not to take it. Pass over to King, who holds the ball at his hip. Crossover dribble. Goes around the Allen screen, and it's knocked away. Almost stolen, but not quite. Bounce pass now down to the wing, driving in his Long Pine. Loses control of it, dishes out to Arnold. Arnold met by Logan Taylor out there. Hall goes for the steal, doesn't get it. Bounce pass now to the wing. Blake Allen, 14-foot jumpers, no good. Logan Taylor gets the rebound, and Mulberry controls. Now into the front court. Jaden Hall, 1-on-3. He's going to drive anyway. The shot's off the glass, good. Basket good for Jaden Hall. It's now 8-1 favor Balko. 4:25 to go here in the first quarter. We want to thank everybody for listening to this broadcast of Balko Bison basketball. Into the front court, Trevin King has it. Passing over now to Braylon Peters. Peters has the ball, holding it in his hip between the circles. Over now to Long Pine. Long Pine now down to the wing, and Allen. Now to King, and it's knocked away and stolen. Cole Cowan with the steal.
Okay, so,
Spin move, and he is fouled on the shot.
and then we'll have to find out. Foul on
Fouls on Trevin King. That'll be his first personal foul, second team foul. A couple of substitutions set to come in for the Bulldogs after the first free throw. Cole Cowan at the line.
free throw. 2.
First free throw is up and good. Into the game for the Bulldogs now, Tyler Norris and Connor Mack, replacing Arnold and Long Pine. And Mason Romju into the game for Braxton Fowler, and Nathan Smith is in for Logan Taylor. Second free throw is on the way, and it's also good. So both free throws good for Cole Cowan. It's now 10-1 favor Balko. Halfway through the first quarter.
Okay.
Into the front court is Braylon Peters. Driving in, that ball's knocked away and stolen. Into the front court,
Okay.
Mason Romju ahead of everybody. The layup is good for Mason Romju. It's now 12-1 favor Balko. 3:45 to go here in the first quarter. Bring it now to the front court is Peters. Peters bounce pass now down to the foul line, back
Okay.
to King. King faked the jumper, opted not to take it. Driving in, loses control, and we have a foul on the floor.
Okay, so foul on 15.
Foul will be on Mason Romju. It'll be his first personal foul, third team foul. And Drummond to inbound on the far sideline. 3.5 to go here in the first quarter. We have a timeout on the floor. We'll take it with him. 3:30 to go here in the first quarter. Balko 12, Drummond 1. Balko Bison basketball continuing in just a moment.
Wrong way.
Watauga Cheese Factory has been producing the finest cheese in Oklahoma and Texas for over 80 years. Locally owned and operated, the folks at Watauga Cheese Factory have summer sausages, the best homemade cheddar cheeses in the region, spiced pickles, homespun honey, and their famous cheese curds. Located in Perryton, Watauga Cheese Factory also has gift baskets and offer delivery options. Visit Watauga Cheese Factory, 2018 South Main Street in Perryton, or call them at 806-648-4310. Watauga Cheese Factory is a proud sponsor of Balko Bison Athletics.
Click and stuff. Right now,
Welcome back to the Duster Dome here in Beaver. 12-1 your score favor Balko. 4.5 minutes into this third round matchup, this elimination game.
And you fixed it. So.
Blake Allen to do the inbounding honors for the Bulldogs on the far sideline. Bison content to give him space, and they do inbound to King between the circles. High pass now down to Peters. Peters has the ball across the dribble, driving in. 10-foot jumpers off the iron, no good. Rebounded by Mulberry. Mulberry quickly into the front court. Over to Romju. Romju thought about the jumper, opted not take it to Cole Cowan. Wide open three. Bang! That's a Watauga Cheese Factory three-pointer for Cole Cowan. It's now 15-1 favor Balko. 3:08 to go here in the first quarter. Into the front court, Trevin King. King crossover dribble being guarded by Romju. Loses control of it, it's stolen. Coming quickly the other way is Nathan Smith. Smith into the front court, goes up for the layup, loses control, and he traveled with it. Coach Aguirre not too happy with that, but again, that's one of those that it's a forgivable turnover because it was an effort play. Full court press being employed by the Bison in the backcourt, and Peters loses it. Loses it out of bounds. It was off of Nathan Smith, and it will be Drummond basketball. Inbounding from the coffin corner there. Allen to do the inbounding, does so to Peters. Peters has the ball, double teamed, it's deflected and stolen. 4-0 layup is good for Mason Romju. The timeout called by Drummond. Be a 30-second timeout. We'll take it with them. 2:47 to go here in the first quarter. 17-1 your score. Favor Balko. Balko Bison basketball continue in just a moment. Casey Cowan Custom Haying services the Oklahoma and Texas panhandles for all of your haying needs. From swathing and baling to hay sales for cattle and horses, Casey Cowan Custom Haying is the best option for your farm and ranch needs. Contact Casey Cowan at 580-628-7464 for all of your haying and hay service needs. Casey Cowan Custom Haying is a proud sponsor of Balko Bison Athletics. Welcome back to the Duster Dome here in Beaver. It's been all Balko so far. 17-1 your score in favor of the Bison. Inbounding on the baseline is Trevin King. Down to the corner and doubled over there in the corner is a high pass, but cleared it now quickly into the front court are the Bulldogs. Norris has the ball, bounce pass knocked away and stolen by Hall. Hall racing back the other way into the front court over to Ramju. Ramju thought about the jumper, opted not to take it. Cross court pass to Mulberry. Mulberry three-pointer. Bang! That's a Watonga Cheese Factory three-pointer for Peyton Mulberry. 20-1. Into the front court, Mulberry goes to the steal, doesn't get it. Layup for Drummond is good. Tyler Norris. That's the first field goal of the game for the Bulldogs. Now 20-3 with 2:10 to go here in the first quarter. Cole Cowan bringing the ball slowly up the court. Crosses the midcourt stripe, double team between the circles. Passes over to Ramju. Ramju has the ball now. Bounce pass to Mulberry at the elbow. Thought about taking the jumper, turnaround jumper, does so anyway, and it's good. 12-foot jumper for Peyton Mulberry is good, and the lead back up to 19 at 22-3. A minute 47 to go here in the first quarter. Peters brings the ball into the front court, over to King. King, three-pointer, good. Nice shot for Trevin King. It's 22-6. That was the first, I think, in-tempo shot that we've seen the Bulldogs even fire up. So nice aggressive defense for the Bison. Mulberry, 10-foot jumper's no good. Rebounded by Blake Allen. Coming quickly back the other way are the Bulldogs racing into the front court as Peters driving in. Has the lane all the way up. Goes around Cowan and good. 5 straight points for the Bulldogs. And it's now 22-8. Lead down to 14. And Coach Regier is going to want to make sure that they stop this right now before Drummond gets into any kind of real momentum. Cowan on the timeline. Over now to Smith, now down to Mulberry at the block. Back to Cowan. Cowan wide open three-pointer. Bang! That's a Watonga Cheese Factory three-pointer for Cole Cowan. It's now 25-8 with 52 seconds left to go here in the first quarter. Into the front court now is Peters. Peters bounce pass to Allen. Allen back to Peters, and we have a foul on the shot. They're going to say the foul was on Cowan. Cowan was not set in the lane. And so Peters will be at the line to shoot two. That'll be Cowan's first personal foul, 4th team foul. So Braylon Peters at the line to shoot two. First free throw is up and good. Peters 2 of 3 from the line so far. Into the game now for the Bison, Braxton Fowler and Logan Taylor. And Kelton Arnold back into the game for the Bulldogs. Second free throw from Peters is on the way. Around the rim and good. So both free throws good, and it's now 25-10 favor Balko. Logan Taylor gets the play from Coach Regier as he crosses the timeline. 38 seconds left to go in the first quarter. 25-10 your score. Long pass over to Taylor. Taylor thought about it, opted not to take it. Loses control of it, bounce pass to Mulberry at the block. Mulberry has these double team down there. Looking to find the open person, can't do so. Now triple team layup is no good. Gets his own rebound, put back is no good. Gets his own again, and it's good. Third time's the charm for Peyton Mulberry. It's now 27-10 favor Balko. Driving in now is King. King crosses the lane, and it looks like they're going to try and go for the last shot as they back out near the base, near the sideline on the far side. 5 seconds, 4 seconds, and we have a foul on the floor. The foul will be on Nathan Smith. That'll be his first personal foul, first team foul. And Drummond will inbound with 4.1 seconds left to go here in the first quarter. Over the wing, Tyler Norris has the ball, bounce pass to the elbow. He had a wide open shot and he didn't see it. They passed it to Blake Allen, who had a wide open layup, and he didn't see that he had the shot. And so that's the end of the first quarter with your score. Balko 27, Drummond 10. Balko Bison basketball continue in just a moment. And this time there's so much insecurity in the world, the one thing you need to be able to rely on is your financial situation. That's where the folks at Summit Wealth Strategies LLC come in. Located in Alva, Summit Wealth Strategies LLC specializes in tax, payroll, and financial management services designed to help folks from the Panhandle of northwestern Oklahoma handle whatever insecurities the world throws at us. Contact Dan Johnson at 580-609-4880 and let him give you the financial security and peace of mind you need to make it through any situation. Summit Wealth Strategies LLC is a proud sponsor of Balko Bison Athletics. Welcome back to the Summit Wealth Strategies first quarter recap. Peyton Mulberry with 11 first quarter points to lead the way for Balko. Mason Romju and Cole Cowan had 8, and Jaden Hall and Mason Romju had 4 apiece. Braylon Peters had 5 to pace the Bulldogs, with Trevin King with 3 and Tyler Norris with 2. Bulldogs inbound to start the second quarter, and they do so in the backcourt to Peters, who walks across the timeline, utilizing the Connor Mack screen. Passes over now to Arnold. Arnold now to King between the circles. Thought about the jumper, opted not to take it. Jump stop pass is deflected by Romju, but picked up. Back over to Peters. Peters driving in, being hounded by Romju. Pass back to King. Nice defense for the Bison there. Crossover dribble, and we have a foul on the floor. Foul will be on Braxton Fowler. That'll be his first personal foul, 16 fouls. So after this, Drummond will be shooting free throws the rest of the half. Looking to aim out on their own baseline are the Bulldogs. Bounce pass to the elbow. Being guarded by Cowan. Hands off now. And the pass is stolen by Mason Romju. Romju coming back the other way. Stops quickly. Over to Cole Cowan. Cowan, long three-pointer. Bang! That's a Watonga Cheese Factory three-pointer for Cole Cowan. That's his third three-pointer of the half. And the lead's now up to 20 at 30 to 10. Largest lead of the game for the Bison. King with the crossover dribble, driving in, shot is blocked, and we have a foul. Foul will be on Braxton Fowler. That'll be his second personal foul, 17 foul. Foul is on the shot. And so Trevin King will be at the line to shoot 2 for the Bulldogs. King takes a couple dribbles. First free throw's good. Stepping into the game for Balko, Peyton Mulberry replacing Mason Romju. (30-11) your score, 7:09 to go here in the first half. Second King free throw is on the way and good. Both teams doing well from the foul line so far in this game. 30-12 your score. We are a minute into the second quarter. Cole Cowan brings the ball across the timeline where he's doubled over there. Now to Fowler. Logan Taylor, wide open three from the wing. Off the back iron, no good. Rebounded by Peters. Peters coming back the other way. He wants to run. Driving all the way in, going over Fowler. The shot is good. Basket good by Braylon Peters. It's now 30-14. Over now to Logan Taylor. Taylor thought about the three. Holds the ball above his head. Over to Cowan. Cowan now to Fowler. Fowler fakes the pass back to Cowan. Cowan being guarded very closely by Arnold. Over to Fowler. Fowler's three-pointer is blocked by Peters. Coming back the other way now. And the pass is off of Cowan and out of bounds. And Drummond to inbound now. They do so to Longtime to the near sideline, and we have a whistle on the floor. I think they're going to say that he stepped out of bounds. So 6.5 to go here in the first half. 30-14 your score favor Balko. We want to thank everybody for listening to this broadcast of Balko Bison basketball. Taylor bounce pass to Mulberry over to Cowan. Cowan for three. Off the back iron. No good. Gets his own rebound. Thought about driving it in, opted not to. Cross-court pass to Logan Taylor. Taylor fakes the shot. Now between the circles, holds the ball. Bounce pass to Mulberry at the elbow, holding the ball out with one hand. Over now to Cowan. Cowan cross-court to Romju. Mason Romju for three. Bang! That's a Watonga Cheese Factory three-pointer for Mason Romju. 33-14 your score favor Balko. 5:55 to go here in the first half. Into the front court now on the near side. Trevin King has the ball crossing over Romju, driving all the way in. The layup is good. Trevin King had a wide open lane. Coach Regier is not happy about that at all. He's going to take a timeout, 30-second timeout. We'll take it with him. Balko Bison basketball continue in just a moment. Crossroads Express is your one-stop shop for your convenience store and gas needs. Located at the intersection of Highways 412 and 83 at Bryan's Corner. Crossroads Express features specialty deli items like Louisiana meat pies, crawfish pies, boudin, as well as corn dogs, and everyone's favorite beef and bean burritos. And Crossroads Express gas station has your gas and diesel needs that you'll need to make it a road trip. Call 580-361-2529 for your call-in orders and let the folks at Crossroads Express take care of you. Crossroads Express is a proud sponsor of Balko Bison Athletics. Welcome back to the Duster Dome here in Beaver, Oklahoma. 33-16 your score favor Balko. There's condensation on both sides of the floor as both coaching staffs were out kind of wiping up condensate from the floor. I think we're ready to get back underway. Logan Taylor will inbound the ball on the baseline, does so to Cole Cowan, who will jog it slowly up the court. 33-16, your score favor Balko. Cowan passes over to Logan Taylor. Taylor cross-court pass to Cowan, holds the ball high above his head. Again to Logan Taylor. Taylor for three. Off the back iron, no good. Rebound, and we have a foul. I think that's going to be on Jaden Hall. And that'll be Hall's second personal foul. 18 foul, and it will be a 1-and-1 situation.
Okay, so I don't know who's shooting.
I think the official scorer gave the foul to Braxton Fowl. Oh, there it is, to Logan Taylor. No, it's to Jaden Hall. Okay, so at the line shooting 1-and-1 will be Peters. Peters the leading scorer for the Bulldogs so far in this game. First free throw is up and good. 33-17 your score, 5.5 to under 5.5 to go here in the first half. Bison led by as many as 20 in this game so far. As the second free throw is also good. Lead now down to 15 at 33-18. Cole Cowan will bring the ball across the midcourt stripe. He's doubled loosely over there by Arnold and Longpine. Now to Taylor, over to Cowan on the near side, and we have a 3-second violation. 3-second violation, another turnover for the Bison. Balko's starting to get sloppy on offense, and what you don't want to do is let Drummond get on a run. Because if Drummond gets on a run, they can score a lot of points. Peters has the ball knocked away, picks it back up, circles back around, now over to King. King now between the circles on the far side. Utilizes the screen, bounce pass over to Peters. Peters driving in around Cowan, and we have a foul on the floor. Foul's on Jaden Hall. That's his third personal foul, so he will be on the bench for a long time. We may not see him again until the fourth quarter. And that's not good. At the line, Peters to shoot the 1-and-1. First free throw is around the rim, no good. And we have a foul on the floor, and the foul will be on Braden Longpine. It's his first personal foul, third team foul. Balko has the ball with under 5 to go now here in the first half. Cole Cowan brings the ball slowly across the timeline. Met between the circles by Arnold, passes over to Taylor. Taylor down to the block. Ramju has it. Shots off the glass. No good. We have a foul. I think they're going to call Connor Mack for the foul. The foul is on Connor Mack, his first personal foul, fourth team foul. And at the line for Balko, Mason Ramju to shoot 2. Balko, after scoring 27 points in the first quarter, have only managed 6 through the first 3.5 of this one. As the first free throw barely draws iron and is no good.
No. I changed scores.
And you have to hope that Balko didn't expend all of their energy in the first quarter. Second free throw flat and no good. Rebounded by Trevin King. Into the front court. Arnold bounce pass now down to the elbow. Connor Mack has the ball, passes over now to the wing. Longpine has it driving in, and he's fouled by Cole Cowan. I believe that's 2 on Cole Cowan.
What number is that?
At the line for Drummond, Braden Longpine to shoot 2. First free throw is on the way, off the back iron and no good. 33-18 your score, favor Balko, 4:35 to go here in the first half. We want to thank everybody for listening to this broadcast of Balko Bison basketball. If you're listening, let us know where you're listening from. Second free throw is up and good for Longpine, and it's now a 14-point game at 33-19. 6-0 run for the Bulldogs. Cowan into the front court now over to Ramju. Ramju to Taylor. Taylor bounce pass to Cowan in front of the Drummond bench, down to Mulberry on the block. Turnaround jumper is blocked, and we have a foul. Foul is on Connor Mack. That'll be his second personal foul. 15 foul, and at the line for Balko will be Peyton Mulberry. Oh no, they just said the foul was on the floor. It was not on the shot. So Cole Cowan, correction. Nathan Smith to do the inbounding honors. Correction, Mason Ramju to do the inbounding honors. We're just going to play musical inbounders for the Bison.
Okay, 15.
Ramju, long outlet to Mulberry at the three-point line, has the ball, passes over to Taylor. Taylor, dribble drive, utilizes the Mulberry screen, splits the double team, and we have a tie ball. Possession arrow favors Balko.
Oh my goodness, this is so weird.
I think that's the first tie ball that we've had in the game. Usually you'll have 7 or 8 by this point. Ramju to do the inbounding again. Does so to Mulberry. Mulberry's shot is good. The 7-foot jumper from Mulberry is good. And it's now 35-19 Balko with 4:05 to go here in the first half. King crossover dribble, passes over to Arnold. Arnold now to Peters. Peters cross-court pass to Longpine. Longpine three-pointer over Cowan is off the back iron. No good. Rebounded by Logan Taylor. Taylor's ball is stolen by Peters. Going up for the shot is good. 35-21 your score. And Drummond really kind of starting to find their groove here in this quarter. Cowan holds the ball high above his head over to Smith. Smith thought about the jumper, opted not to take it. Back to Cowan at the free throw line extended. Has the ball, and Balko will reset the offense with 3:23 to go here in the first half. Crossover dribble over to Logan Taylor. Taylor holds the ball above his head, now to the elbow. Back to Taylor, back to Smith. Now over to Cowan on the far side, who's double teamed over there. Tries to utilize the screen, can't get it. To Mulberry. Mulberry's turnaround jumper in the paint is good. 37-21 now. And I think that's now 17 points for Peyton Mulberry. I'll have to double check for the next dead ball. Into the front court is Peters. Peters has the ball, crossover dribble, driving in now. Bounce pass cross court to Arnold. Arnold's shot is no good. Rebounded by Mulberry. Outlet to Ramju. Ramju reverse layup is off the glass, no good. Rebound picked up by Peters. Coming back the other way now, he loses it in the backcourt, but picked up by King. King now brings it across the timeline on the near side. Met out there by Ramju. Passes over to Arnold. Arnold between the circles, holds the ball above his head, takes a couple dribbles. Bounce pass across to Longpine. Longpine to Peters in the corner. Three-pointer over Cowan is good. And the lead now down to 13 at 37-24. 2:18 to go here in the first half. 37-24 Balko. Down to Mulberry on the block, double teamed over there. To Ramju. Ramju's layup is good. Mason Ramju with the layup and the assist to Peyton Mulberry on that one. 39-24, now 2 minutes to go. Taylor goes for the steal, doesn't get it. King fakes the jumper, ball is knocked away, saved, and coming back the other way now are the Bison. One-on-one, Nathan Smith goes up with the layup off the bottom of the iron, no good. Ramju with the rebound, puts it up good, and he's fouled. So Ramju with the rebound and a foul on the putback. The foul is on, I'm not sure, he signaled 23, and there isn't a 23. Foul is on 22. Connor Mack, that'll be his third foul of the quarter. And he'll have a seat. Mason Ramju at the line to shoot one. Balko back on defense now. Free throw from Ramju is on the way, and good. Ramju 1 of 3 from the line so far. Lead back up to 18, now 42-24 with a minute 43 to go here in the first half. Into the front court is Peters. Peters over to Arnold on the far side. Takes a couple dribbles. Wants to utilize the Allen screen. Can't. Brings it back now to the baseline again. Now back between the circles. Smith goes for the steal. Does not get it. King loses control. Bats it over to Peters. Now down to Norris. Norris has the ball. Being guarded closely by Ramju, utilizing the screen by Allen. Ramju fights through it. Pinned over on the corner. Bounce pass to Allen. Now to Peters between the circles. And Drummond will reset now on the near side. Trevin King with the ball. Driving in on Smith. Bounce pass over to Peters. Peters' three-pointer is in and out. No good. Rebounded by Peyton Mulberry. Mulberry up to Cowan. Cowan brings it into the front court. Cowan driving in. The shot is off the glass. No good. We have a foul on the shot. The foul is on Tyler Norris. That'll be his first personal foul. 7th team foul. And at the line for Balko will be Cole Cowan to shoot 2. Cowan having a good shooting game so far, and I jinxed him. First free throw is no good. One more free throw forthcoming for Cole Cowan. Bison with an 18-point lead. Exactly 1 minute to go here in the first half. Second free throw from Cowan's on the way and good. 43-24 now with a minute to go in the first half. Bringing the ball into the front court is Kelton Arnold. Arnold brings it across the logo, passes on the far side to Peters, now to the near side, and King has the ball, holding it at his hip. Now above his head, over to Blake Allen. Allen has the ball, still has his dribble if he wants to take it. Pass to Peters. Nice give and go for the Bulldogs. That was a very nice give and go for Peters, who drove in. And Peters is almost the entirety of the Drummond offense so far in this game as far as scoring goes. But Drummond has some really good ball movement in this game. Cowan now has the ball in the front court. 27 seconds left to go here in the first half. 43-26. Cowan double team, picks it up, passes over to Smith, back to Cowan, over to Taylor on the far side, holds the ball high above his head, back to Cowan between the circles now. 15 seconds left to go here in the first half. Double teamed out by the circle, bounce pass to Ramju with 9 now to go. Cross court to Taylor, 7 seconds. Cowan between the circles. Over to Mulberry now, 4 seconds, 3 seconds, driving in, goes up shot, and he's fouled on the shot. Foul will be on Tyler Norris, his second personal foul, 18th foul, and Peyton Mulberry will be at the line to shoot 2. And Balko's just going to keep all of their players back for defensive purposes. So 2 shots forthcoming from Mulberry. First one is on the way, around the rim, and no good. Just a reminder that the Casey Cowan Custom Hang halftime report will be in, I guess, 2.6 seconds. Both free throws are no good. Coming quickly back the other way now, Kings gets the rebound. The shot is no good, but it wouldn't have counted anyway. And at the end of the first half, your score is Balko 43, Drummond 26. We'll take a quick break, and we'll be back with the Casey Cowan Custom Hang halftime report here in just a moment. Watonga Cheese Factory has been producing the finest cheese in Oklahoma and Texas for over 80 years. Locally owned and operated, the folks at Watonga Cheese Factory have summer sausages, the best homemade cheddar cheeses in the region, spiced pickles, homespun honey, and their famous cheese curds. Located in Perryton, Watonga Cheese Factory also has gift baskets and offer delivery options. Visit Watonga Cheese Factory at 2018 South Main Street in Perryton, or call them at 806-648-4310. Watonga Cheese Factory is a proud sponsor of Balko Bison Athletics. Casey Cowan Custom Haying services the Oklahoma and Texas panhandles for all of your haying needs. From swathing and baling to hay sales for cattle and horses, Casey Cowan Custom Haying is the best option for your farm and ranch needs. Contact Casey Cowan at 580-628-7464 for all of your haying and hay service needs. Casey Cowan Custom Haying is a proud sponsor of Balko Bison Athletics. Crossroads Express is your one-stop shop for your convenience store and gas needs. Located at the intersection of highways 412 and 83 at Bryan's Corner, Crossroads Express features a wide variety of ice-cold fountain drinks, candy, snacks. There's a proud vendor of Cajun salsa and pickles, as well as Watonga cheese. And the Crossroads Express gas station has your gas and diesel for your farm and off-road vehicle needs. Crossroads Express also has a gift shop featuring novelty and one-of-a-kind gifts and souvenirs. Call 580-361-2529 for your call-in orders and let the folks at Crossroads Express take care of you. Crossroads Express is a proud sponsor of Balko Bison Athletics. Panhandle living is hard, and with our scorching summers and frigid winters, if your heating or air isn't working, it can get even harder. Let the fine folks at Tri-State Heating and Air help you make it through the seasons in comfort. Licensed and insured for over 20 years, Bryce Sager and the folks at Tri-State Heating and Air are well equipped to handle your HVAC, air and refrigeration, and heating needs. Locally owned and operated, Tri-State Heating and Air understand the unique needs of folks in the Panhandle. Contact them at 580-525-1820 and let Tri-State Heating and Air make your home or business more comfortable. Tri-State Heating and Air is a proud sponsor of Balko Bison Athletics. In this time when there's so much insecurity in the world, the one thing you need to be able to rely on is your financial situation. That's where the folks at Summit Wealth Strategies LLC come in. Located in Alva, Summit Wealth Strategies LLC specializes in tax, payroll, and financial management services designed to help the folks in the Panhandle and northwestern Oklahoma handle whatever insecurities the world throws at us. Contact Van Johnson at 580-609-4880 and let him give you the financial security and peace of mind you need to make it through any situation. Summit Wealth Strategies LLC is a proud sponsor of Balko Bison Athletics. Welcome Welcome to the Casey Cowan Custom Hang Halftime Report live from the Duster Dome here in Beaver, Oklahoma, where the Balko Bison lead the Drummond Bulldogs by a score of 43-26. Your first quarter recap is as follows. Drummond shot 8 of 21 from the floor in the first half, including 2 of 6 from three-point range. Braylon Peters leading the scoring with 16 points for the Bulldogs, 7 for Trevin King, 2 for Tyler Norris, and 1 for Brandon Longpine. Drummond shot 38.1% from the floor and were 8 of 11 for 72.7% from the free throw line. For Balko, Bison are led by Peyton Mulberry with 15, Mason Romju and Cole Cowan with 12 apiece, and Jaden Hall had 4, and that's the sum total of the scoring for the Bison. Balko shot 47.1% from the floor in the first half, including 5 of 11 from 3. They were 6 of 11 from the line for 54.5%. Balko really controlled the pace in the first half, or in the first quarter, but then once they got to the second half, or excuse me, the second quarter, Drummond kind of took control there for a little bit and closed the lead down to 12 before Balko was able to stretch it back out. Overall, it's a pretty good first half, and I would imagine that if Balko can kind of have another quick spurt to start the third quarter, that they will be able to put this game away. But as we know, Drummond is dangerous, and they can score a lot of points in a hurry. And so we do want to make sure that the defense is back and steady. And early on, the Bison defense were dictating to Drummond where they were going to take their shots. As the second quarter came in, though, Drummond was dictating what they were going to shoot. They had wide open lanes to the basket. They had pretty much any shot that they wanted, they got. And then they started falling in that second quarter as well. And they shot much better in the second quarter. I don't have the exact stats, but I want to say they shot something like 58% in the second quarter, did the Bulldogs. So for Balko, the key is just going to be to keep that pressure up and going. Once again, we do want to thank our sponsors, Watauga Cheese Factory, Crossroads Express, Summit Wealth Strategies LLC, Tri-State Heating and Air, and Casey Cowan Custom Hang. We're going to take another quick break, have a word from our sponsor. When we come back, we will have the conclusion of the halftime report and the start of the second half, live from the Duster Dome here in Beaver, Oklahoma, where the Balko Bison lead the Drummond Bulldogs by a score of 43-26. Balko Bison basketball continue in just a moment. Casey Cowan Custom Hang services the Oklahoma and Texas panhandles for all of your haying needs. From swatting and baling to hay sales for cattle and horses, Casey Cowan Custom Hang is the best option for your farm and ranch needs. Contact Casey Cowan at 580-628-7464 for all of your haying and hay service needs. Casey Cowan Custom Hang is a proud sponsor of Balko Bison Athletics. Welcome back to the Casey Cowan Custom Hang halftime show live from the Duster Dome here in Beaver, Oklahoma, where the Balko Bison lead the Drummond Bulldogs by a score of 43-26 in this third round playoff matchup. Again, this is an elimination game. The winner will advance to play on Monday. The loser will go home and their season will be over. We do want to thank everybody for listening to this broadcast of Bison basketball. If you are listening, let us know where you're listening from. Look us up on Facebook, Balko Bison Sports Network, or on Twitter at Balko Sports. Give us a mention and we will be more than happy to talk to you on air. We've got Karina Torres listening to the game from Boise City. Thank you very much for listening to our broadcast. We actually came in for the conclusion of the Boise City Drummond girls game. That was just before this one. Drummond defeated Boise City by 3, and the Lady Wildcats season is over. We do want to.
I was legitimately told I could not use my phone.
The second half is now underway.
So I got a
Trevin King will walk the ball across the timeline on the far side. Passing over now to Braylon Peters on the near side. Back now to Arnold at the free throw line on the far side. Circling around, passes back to King. King being guarded by Fowler. Takes a couple dribbles. He's going to drive in, stopped by Fowler. Good defense by Fowler. King still being guarded by Fowler, and they're going to say that Fowler, I think Fowler fouled him. Yeah, foul's on Braxton Fowler. I think they're going to say he got him with the body. Third personal foul for Fowler, first team foul. And it will be Drummond basketball to inbound in front of their bench on the near side. Drummond now moving from left to right across your screen. And we have a carrying violation. It will be a turnover on the first possession. And it will be Balko basketball. Braxton Fowler to inbound in front of the Bulldog bench. Does so to Cowan. Cowan brings the ball diagonally across the timeline. Being guarded very closely by Arnold. Handing off to Taylor. Taylor coming in, has the ball knocked away. Shot is up and good under heavy pressure. Basket good for Logan Taylor. And that's his first basket of the game, his first points of the game. It's now 45-26 favor Balko, 7:15 to go here in the third quarter. King utilizing the Allen screen, passing now over to the wing on the far side. Kelton Arnold has the ball, passing now between the circles. Trevin King holding the ball at his hip and now above his head, takes a dribble, passes over now to Peters. Peters bounce pass to the wing on the near side, driving in 16-foot jumper is good for Braden Longpine. Long outlet into the front court. Logan Taylor has the ball driving in. Shot from the floater from the elbow is no good, misses everything. Back the other way is Longpine. Into the front court now on the wing on the near side is Arnold. Arnold now to King. King passes errantly out of bounds off of Arnold, and it will be Balko basketball. 45-28 your score favor Balko. 6:36 to go here in the first half. In the third quarter. Cole Cowan jogs the ball across the timeline now over to Logan Taylor at the free throw line. Extended pass is knocked away, picked back up by Taylor. Hall, Fowler, Cowan driving in. Shot is blocked. And so Cole Cowan will go to the line to shoot two. Foul is on Trevin King. That'll be his second personal foul, first team foul. Cole Cowan at the line to shoot two. First free throw is off the back iron, no good. So one more forthcoming for Balko. Balko's made just one of their last 6 free throws. You don't want to leave points on the floor. The second free throw is up and good for Cowan. So 1 of 2 good for Cole Cowan is now an 18-point lead, 46-28. 6:20 to go here in the third quarter. Reminder that the winner of this game will play the loser of Timberlake and Leedy. Driving in, we have a foul on Cole Cowan. That'll be Cowan's third personal foul. And at the line for Drummond will be Trevin King. King takes a couple dribbles. His first free throw is on the way. Off the back iron, no good. That was a hard-looking free throw. And not how that free throw didn't look like the other ones that he had shot. So I wonder if he didn't maybe get a little a twitch or something just as he shot, because that didn't look like his other ones. The second free throw, which looks much more normal, and that one's good. So yeah, I would almost say that that's a certainty. Ball bounces off the official's back to Braxton Fowler. Peyton Mulberry now in the paint. Turnaround jumper is no good in the paint. Rebounded by King. King racing into the front court, being guarded by Fowler now. Bounce pass to Longpine now. Jumper is good for Blake Allen. And the lead now at 15 at 46-31. Drummond hanging around. And what Drummond's going to try and do is they realize that they can't close. There's no such thing as a 15-point basket, but they'll use milestones. If they can close it to 10 or 9 by the end of the quarter, then they'll be in good shape. Turnaround jumper from Peyton Mulberry is good. It's now 48-31. Peters now bringing it across the timeline on the far side. Now to Trevin King between the circles. King thought about the three-pointer, opted not to take a jumper from the elbow. Instead is good by Blake Allen. Timeout, Balko. It's a full timeout. We'll take it with them. 5:11 to go here in the third quarter. Your score, Balko 48, Drummond 33. Balko Bison basketball continue in just a moment. Panhandle living is hard, and with our scorching summers and frigid winters, if your heating or air isn't working, it can get even harder. Let the fine folks at Tri-State Heating and Air help you make it through the seasons in comfort. Licensed and insured for over 20 years, Bryce Sagan and the folks at Tri-State Heating and Air are well equipped to handle your HVAC, air and refrigeration, and heating needs. Locally owned and operated, Tri-State Heating and Air understands the unique needs of folks in the Panhandle. Contact them at 580-525-1820 and let Tri-State Heating and Air make your home business more comfortable. Tri-State Heating and Air is a proud sponsor of Balko Bison Athletics.
Back under the camera.
Well, it was a full timeout, but they didn't take the full timeout. So we are more quickly than expected back to action. Balko inbounding on the baseline. 5:08 to go here in the third quarter. 48-33 the score favor Balko. Cole Cowan brings it across the timeline. Double team near the circle over to Fowler, back to Cowan. Cowan to Jaden Hall. Driving in, passes back out now to Taylor. Taylor to Cowan. Cowan being doubled again over to Taylor. Taylor to Fowler. Fowler driving in. Floater no good. Rebound picked up by Jaden Hall. Over to Fowler, now to Taylor. Taylor to Cowan. Nice pass by Taylor. Jump pass over to Mulberry. Back to Cowan. Cowan for three off the front iron. No good. Rebound loose on the floor. Picked up by Blake Allen. Long outlet into the front court. Kelton Arnold driving in. Shot is blocked by Taylor. Cole Cowan tripped in the backcourt. No call, coming back the other way. Now quickly 1-on-2. Splits the double team. Shots off the glass. No good. Rebounded by Hall. Put back also no good, but he's fouled. The foul is on Trevin King. That'll be King's third personal foul, second team foul. And at the line for Balko will be Jaden Hall to shoot two. Hall with 4 points so far in this game, all in the first half. First free throw is in and out, no good. And Balko's free throw shooting has been atrocious here ever since the first quarter. Just 2 of 7, 2 of 8 since the first quarter. Second free throw for Hall is on the way off the back iron, also no good. And we have a foul on the rebound by Peyton Mulberry. That'll be on Mulberry. For an over the back violation, and he did. He pushed out of the way. And so we'll be, that's his first personal foul, third team foul. Drummond to inbound on the baseline. 48-33 your score favor Balko. And Drummond just hanging around. Keeping it within walking distance. Bounce pass at the top of the key. Braden Longpine has a bounce pass now to Peters on the wing. Thought about the jumper, opted not to take it. Back to Longpine. Longpine driving in. Shots blocked by Mulberry. Mulberry with the rebound. Can't get rid of it, so he's just going to bring it up himself. Long outlet into the front court. Mason Ramju has it. Stopped by King. Pass is deflected out of bounds. It will remain with Balko. 3:53 to go here in the third quarter. 48-33. Timeout called by Drummond. It's a full timeout. We'll take it with it. 3:53 to go here in the third quarter. Balko 48, Drummond 33. Balko Bison basketball continue in a moment. Watonga Cheese Factory has been producing the finest cheese in Oklahoma and Texas for over 80 years. Locally owned and operated, the folks at Watonga Cheese Factory have summer sausages, the best homemade cheddar cheeses in the region, spiced pickles, homespun honey, and their famous cheese curds. Located in Perryton, Watonga Cheese Factory also has gift baskets and offer delivery options. Visit Watonga Cheese Factory at 2018 South Main Street in Perryton or call them at 806-648-4310. Watonga Cheese Factory is a proud sponsor of Balko Bison Athletics. Casey Cowan Custom Haying services the Oklahoma and Texas Panhandles for all of your haying and hay service needs. From swatting and baling to hay sales for cattle and horses, Casey Cowan Custom Haying is the best option for your farm and ranch needs. Contact Casey Cowan at 580-628-7464 for all of your haying and hay service needs. Casey Cowan Custom Haying is a proud sponsor of Balko Bison Athletics. Do want to give a quick shout out to Tana Fowler Perkins, listening from Elkhart, Kansas. The Braxton Fowler Fan Club listening in full force. Thank you for listening to this broadcast of Balko Bison basketball. Logan Taylor cross-court pass to Mason Ramju on the near side. Back to Cowan at the top of the key. Double teamed over there. Back to Taylor. Taylor thought about the three, opted not to take it. Pass now down to Mulberry on the block. Turnaround jumper's good for Peyton Mulberry. And Peyton Mulberry now up to 20 points. And the lead at 17 at 50-33. Braden Longpine has the ball. Jumpers off the front iron. No good. Rebounded by Mulberry. Coming quickly back the other way are the Bison. Cowan brings it across the timeline diagonally over to Logan Taylor for three. Back iron, no good. And we have a foul on the rebound. foul will be on Braylon Peters. That is his first personal foul, third team foul, and Balko will inbound on the baseline. 3:21 to go here in the third quarter. 50-33 the score. Long outlet to Jaden Hall is knocked away and into the Bison bench.
And we still have
Will be Balko basketball. Nice athletic play there by Braden Longpine to get that out of bounds. Cowan with the ball now. Inbounds to Mulberry. Mulberry going to drive in. The layup is good for Peyton Mulberry. Nobody in front of him. And he says, thank you very much. I'll take both of those points. It's now 52-33 favor Balko. Crossover dribble for King. Driving all the way in. Bounces off of Mulberry. And they're going to call the foul on Peyton Mulberry. Mulberry didn't see him, and I think he was still moving in the paint. And so King ran into Mulberry. Mulberry was moving. It is a foul. That's the second foul for Mulberry. Fourth team foul. It will be Drummond basketball. Inbound to King on the far side. Over to Longpine out at the top of the key, and Peters on the near side. Peters circling back around, being guarded by Hall. Over to Longpine on the near side of the free throw line, extended pass back now to King between the circles, driving in. Shot over Cowan is off the glass, no good. Rebounded by Mulberry. Peyton Mulberry working on a double-double in this one. Driving in, and we have an offensive foul called on Peyton Mulberry. That'll be his third personal foul, 5 team fouls. And it will be Drummond basketball. 2:46 to go here in the third quarter. 52-33 the score.
any of the fouls, just the first one.
Peters brings the ball across the timeline on the near side. Met by a double team at the top of the key, passes out of it. Now we have a traveling violation on Kelton Arnold, and it will be a turnover and Balko basketball. Play's getting a little bit sloppy here in the mid parts of the third quarter. I think both teams expended so much energy in the early going that now they're having a hard time catching up. Mulberry with the ball, goes up for the shot. Shot is blocked out of bounds. It will be Balko basketball. 2:28 to go in the third quarter. Bison to inbound on their own baseline. Cole Cowan to do the inbounding honors. The Bulldogs are going to leave Cowan alone, and they're going to focus on the players. Long outlet to Romju, who hands it off to Logan Taylor. Taylor will call the play from between the circles, and Balko will set. Down to Jaden Hall on the block. Up and under move. The shot is no good, but he's fouled on the shot. Foul is on Kelton Arnold. His first personal foul, fourth team foul. And at the line to shoot two will be Jaden Hall.
And then 5:32.
Hall's first free throw is up and good. And the lead is now back up to 20, matching the largest of the game at 53-33. 2:20 to go here in the third quarter. I want to thank everybody for listening to this broadcast of Balko Bison Athletics here on the Balko Bison Sports Network. Hall's second free throw is off the back iron. No good. Rebounded by Hall in the middle of three people. Shot is good. Putback is good for Mason Romju. Mason Romju with the rebound in front of three Bulldog players. Went up and got it. The jumper from Peters on the other end is in and out. No good. Rebounded by Mulberry. Bison wanting to run. Outlet to Romju on the far side. Driving in. The layup is no good and a foul. Mason Romju fouled pretty hard. Foul is going to be on Braden Longpine. That'll be his third personal foul, 15th foul, and Mason Romju will be at the line to shoot two for the Bison. Nathan Smith set to check in. First free throws around the rim and good. Now in to the game is Nathan Smith replacing Peyton Mulberry. So Mulberry will have a seat, an earned seat. He's played a pretty dang good game so far. Going to get a little bit of coaching on the sideline. Second free throw from Romju is also good. Lead now up to 24 at 57-33. Into the front court now is Peters. Peters has the ball, crossover dribble, driving all the way in. Double teamed at the block. Pass back out now to Allen. Allen to Peters. Peters loses control on the way back. Reverse layup is off the back iron. No good. Rebounded by Cowan. Balko coming back the other way. Minute 42. Long outlet to Romju. Back to Cowan. Cowan thought about the three, opted not to take it. Double teamed at the elbow. Cross court pass to Taylor. Taylor for three. In and out. No good. Rebounded by Kelton Arnold. Come quickly back the other way of the Bulldogs. Bounce pass into the front court is King. King has it on the wing. Bounce pass now is loose and stolen by Nathan Smith. Back the other way now. Jaden Hall coming back one-on-one.
So 5 missed 2.
That was a very delayed foul call. It looked like he was fouled on the shot, and then, unless they called something that we didn't see, the foul is on Trevin King, and that'll be his 4th personal foul, 16 foul. Into the game for Drummond, Tyler Norris, Austin Longpine, and Connor Mack. Replacing Austin Longpine, Blake Allen, and Braden Longpine. Inbound goes to Taylor, pass is deflected to Smith. Smith has the ball, loses control of it, and it's stolen by Connor Mack. 1:10 to go here in the 3rd quarter. That free throw line extended three-pointer is off the front iron, no good. Peters gets his own rebound, knocked away, stolen, picked up again though by the Bulldogs. The layup is no good for Connor Mack. I think Mack heard footsteps and he short-armed the layup. So Bison back into the front court now. Pass deflected. Cole Cowan has 47 seconds left to go here in the 3rd quarter. 57-33. The Bison have exerted a little bit more control again here in this quarter. Cross-court pass to Smith down to Ramju on the block, and he loses control of it and stolen by Peters. Back the other way now into the front court. Tyler Norris has it on the wing. Driving in now, being guarded by Smith. Pass is knocked away and stolen. Jaden Hall coming out back the other way. 3-on-1. Goes up, and the dunk is no good. Rebounded by Ramju. Layup is good. 59-33. 17 seconds left to go in the 3rd quarter. Into the front court now on the far side is Trevin King with 11 seconds to go in the 3rd quarter. Crossover dribble now. Double team loosely on the far side. Pass to Austin Longpine now down to the lane. We have a foul with 1.6 seconds left to go. The foul is on the floor, so it's not necessarily the worst thing ever. It prevents a shot and it forces Drummond to reset with 1.6 to go in the quarter. Back into the game for Balko is Braxton Fowler replacing Cole Cowan. That's 4 personal fouls for Cowan, though, so he may be done for the day if Balko doesn't surrender too much of this lead. Looking to inbound. They do so on the wing. The jumper at the buzzer is good. No good, rather. Excuse me. The shot is no good. And that's the end of the 3rd quarter with your score. Balko 59, Drummond 33. Balko Bison basketball continue in just a moment. Panhandle living is hard, and with our scorching summers and frigid winters, if your heating or air isn't working, it can get even harder. Let the fine folks at Tri-State Heating and Air help you make it through the seasons in comfort. Licensed and insured for over 20 years, Bryce Sager and the folks at Tri-State Heating and Air are well equipped to handle your HVAC, air refrigeration, and heating needs. Locally owned and operated, Tri-State Heating and Air understand the unique needs of folks in the Panhandle. Contact them at 580-525-1820 and let Tri-State Heating and Air make your home or business more comfortable. Tri-State Heating and Air is a proud sponsor of Balko Bison Athletics. Welcome back to the Duster Dome here in Beaver. 59-33 your score favor Balko. Cole Cowan back in the game. I was mistaken. Balko doing a good job in that quarter. Peyton Mulberry leading the way now with 21 points. And 18 for Cole Cowan. Cross-court pass to Braxton Fowler. Fowler for 3, in and out, no good. Rebound is grabbed by Peters. Come back the other way now. Long outlet into the front court to Austin Longpine. Longpine has a crossover dribble, and we have a foul on Logan Taylor on the floor. So Longpine will be shooting 1-1 for the Bulldogs. That's the 2nd personal foul for Taylor. 17 fouls, and Austin Longpine will be at the line to shoot the 1-1. First free throw is good. So one more forthcoming for Longpine. Remember, the winner of this game will play the loser of the match between Timberlake and Leedy. Second free throw misses everything, and it will be a turnover, Balko basketball. 7:35 to go in the ball game. 59-34 your score favor Balko. Bison leading by 25. 26 is their largest lead of the game. Taylor, nice give and go. Mulberry to Hall, layup is good. And the Bison now with their largest lead of the game at 27, 61-34. Over to Tyler Norris. Norris for 3 is good. Tyler Norris has a wide open 3-point basket. Now 61-37. Cole Cowan bringing it up the court, crosses the timeline over to Fowler. Fowler double team passes too tall for Taylor, but goes directly to Cowan. Cowan now dribbling at the free throw line extended, directing traffic on the far side over to Taylor. Taylor thought about the 35-footer, and he probably could have done it. Braxton Fowler had a wide open three, didn't take it, going into the lane. He's fouled on the shot. So Braxton Fowler will be at the line to shoot 2. Foul is on Connor Mack. That'll be his 4th personal foul. 17 fouls. So Braxton Fowler at the line to shoot a pair. First free throw is good. So first free throw is good. One more forthcoming for Fowler. Both free throws are good for Braxton Fowler. The lead is now up to 26 at 63-37. 6:45 to go here in the ball game. Bring the ball into the front court is Austin Longpine. Longpine passing over to Peters. Peters, who's not had a break yet in this game, and he may well not. He's really their big scorer. Shot goes begging, rebounded by Cowan. Long outlet into the front court. Fowler. Fowler's layup is good. What a pass from Cole Cowan, and nice adjustment on the layup for Braxton Fowler. It's now 65-37. Into the front court now, Aiden Jackson on the far side. Three-pointer now from the top of the keys. No good, rebounded by Mulberry. Balko looking to run. Cole Cowan in the front court. Drummond with numbers back defensively. Three-pointer for Taylor. Off the iron, no good, rebounded. Save to Drummond. So Connor Mack gets credit for the rebound, and back into the front court now is Norris. Double teamed on the near wing. Now being guarded by Hall. Hall knocks it away. Picked up by the Bulldogs. Pass from the top of the key. Over now to Peters. Peters three-pointer from the free throw line extended. In and out, no good. Rebounded by Hall. Balko long outlet to Fowler. Ahead of everyone. The layup is no good. Rebounded by Aiden Jackson. Coming back the other way now quickly are the Bulldogs. Pass back to Longpine. Longpine's long jumper is off the back iron. No good. Rebounded by Cowan. Balko's going to settle it down just a little bit. 5:21 to go here in the ball game. Substitutions set to come into the game for the Bison. We have a timeout on the floor. 30-second timeout. We're going to leave it right here. 65-37, your score favor Balko. Balko, I think, calling the timeout just to get some substitutions in, get some players out of the ball game, get some fresh bodies in the game. This is more along the lines of what we expected to see from Balko in this playoff. The game against Goodwill was quite the aberration. Again, just shooting 18% for the game in that as a team. Doing much better in today's game. We'll have the exact numbers at the Crossroads Express postgame show. Nathan Cardwell in the game now for Balko, as is Braxton Fowler and Nathan Smith. 5:15 to go in the ball game. 65-37. Pass is stolen. Come back the other way. Tyler Norris. Bounce past the layup. Nope. Thought he was going to go for it. Opted not to. The layup for Aiden Jackson is good. 65-39. 5 minutes to go in the ball game. Fowler has the ball. Bounce pass over to Cardwell. Cardwell now down to Ramju. Cardwell back to Smith now at the free throw line extended. Bounce pass to Hall. Double team over there. Ball's knocked away and stolen. Back-to-back turnovers. And we have all sorts of mess going on over there. Ball off of Drummond out of bounds. It will be Balko basketball. There was all kinds of mess going on over there. That was interesting. That is exactly how Coach Regier drew that play up. He was trying to run some time off the clock, and that was the best way to do it, was just make cluster. Three-pointer for Cardwell. Bang! It's a Watonga Cheese Factory three-pointer off the glass for Nathan Cardwell. And the lead now up to 29 and 68-39. 4.5 to go in the ball game. Tyler Norris into the front court, utilizing the Connor Mack screen. Mack driving in on Ramju. Turnaround layup is no good, but he's fouled on the shot. The foul will be on. Foul will be on Mason Ramju. That'll be Ramju's second personal foul, 18th foul. And at the line for Drummond will be Connor Mack to shoot 2. First free throw is up and good. Stepping into the game for Balko will be Trent Riley replacing Jaden Hall, and Hall will have a seat for the game. Jaden Hall with an excellent game effort-wise, even though not just a ton of points, had a terrific game. Second free throw from Mack is off the back of the iron. No good. Offensive rebound picked up by Jackson. Jackson turnaround jumper is good. And it's now 68-42 with 4:13 to go here in the ball game. Into the front court. Ball is knocked away, out of bounds. Austin Longpine, and Balko's had some really sloppy passes each of their last 3 possessions. Not what you want to see if you're Coach Regier. Inbound nearly stolen. Grabbed by Cardwell. Now to Riley at the elbow. Riley quadruple teams. Passes back to Smith. Smith over to Fowler. Fowler over to Smith again. Smith thought about the 3. Splits a double team. He's tripled. Ball deflected out of bounds. It will be Balko basketball. 3:57 to go in the ball game. 68-42 your score favor Balko. Ramju holding the ball above his head at the baseline. Long outlet goes to Fowler. Fowler will direct traffic from between the circles. Bounce pass over to Cardwell at the free throw line extended on the far side. Back to Smith. Smith's pass deflected. Fowler has it, splits the double team, loses control, picks it back up, crossover dribble. Nathan Smith for 3. Bang! That's a Watonga Cheese Factory 3-pointer for Nathan Smith. Lead back up to 29 at 71-42, tying their largest lead of the game with 3.5 to go in the ball game. That also ties Balko's high point score for the season. Rebound by Braxton Fowler, double team in the corner. Over now to Nathan Cardwell on the near side. Cardwell is going to bring it across the timeline with 3:18 to go in the ball game. Fowler now between the circles, has the ball double teamed out there, directing traffic. Passes it to nobody in particular. He was passing it to Jaden Hall, but Hall's on the bench, so that doesn't count. You can't do that. And it will be Drummond basketball with 3:10 to go in the ball game. Arnold inbounds it in front of, Jackson inbounds it in front of the Bison bench. To Norris. Norris has the ball, splits the double team, passes back to Jackson. Jackson for 3 off the back iron. No good. Rebound. Tie possession. Possession arrow favors Drummond, and it will be Bulldog basketball with under 3 to go in the ball game. So I think it's fairly safe to say at this point that Balko will advance from this game, and they will play the loser of the match between Timberlake and Leedy on Monday at 3 p.m. in Leedy. Pass is stolen by Ramju. Over to Fowler. Fowler has the ball now, holding the ball on his hip with 2:45 to go in the ball game. Pass to Smith. Smith over to Cardwell now between the circles. Double teamed out there. Back to Smith. Smith has the ball. Trip, no call. He gets it back. And the ball is stolen by Connor Mack. Mack passes out to Longpine. Austin Longpine will bring the ball across the timeline with 2.5 to go in the ball game. Dribble drive all the way in. Shot is blocked on the way up by Nathan Smith. Ramju gets the rebound. Smith gets the pass. Into the front court now, Braxton Fowler. Fowler has it now with 2:16 to go in the ball game. Ramju over to Nathan Cardwell. Cardwell for 3. Bang! That's a Watonga Cheese Factory 3-pointer for Nathan Cardwell. And we have an officials timeout on the floor. Substitution into the game for Drummond will be Ash Donaldson. And the lead now at 32 at 74-42. Tyler Norris brings the ball into the front court. Crossover dribble. Taking it to the free throw line, extended bounce pass to the elbow. 2 minutes left to play in this ball game. Back to Longpine, has the ball high above his head. Back over to Norris. Norris driving in. Elbow jumper is good. Nice shot. Nice shot from Tyler Norris there. 74-44 your score now. Braxton Fowler, fake the pass. Now does so over to Smith. Smith for 3. Back iron, no good. Rebounded by Mason Ramju. Ramju passes back out to Nathan Cardwell. Balko will reset. Over to Nathan Smith. The free throw line extended on the near side. 90 seconds left to go in the ball game. Braxton Fowler pass over to Nathan Cardwell. Cardwell to Riley. Riley passes over to Smith. Smith pass deflected to Cardwell. Now down to Ramju on the block. Up and under move is good for Mason Ramju. 76-42 with 1:15 to go in the ball game. Into the front court on the far side is Austin Longpine. Passing over now to Norris on the near side. 3-pointer over Riley. Misses everything. Ball out of bounds. It will be Balko basketball. So we get into the game now for the Bulldogs. Number 30. I don't have number 30. And that's unfortunate. I always hate situations like that where you have a number that's not on the roster. You can't give them proper credit, and if they end up scoring, that makes it even harder. But it will be Balko basketball now into the fourth quarter. 51 seconds left to go in the ballgame. It looks like Balko's just going to dribble it out. Braxton Fowler dribbling in the circle. Bounce pass over to Nathan Smith in front of the scorer's table. Smith being pressured slightly by Bryson Schrader, who's in the game. Bounce pass now on the far side. Back to Fowler again between the circles. 35 seconds left in the game.
That looked weird.
Nathan Smith now with the ball.
You're gonna pass that back to Braxton. Back to Braxton. Yep.
And Balko not trying to run the score up. And Drummond, I think, content to just go ahead and get out of here. Players kind of starting to congratulate each other just a little bit. And the Balko faithful now on their feet. The Drummond faithful on their feet. Congratulating their teams on a successful season. Players congratulate themselves. Hugs and high fives all the way around. And that's the final score. Balko 76, Drummond 44. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we will have the Crossroads Express postgame report live from the Duster Dome here in Beaver. Balko Bison basketball continue in just a moment. Watauga Cheese Factory has been producing the finest cheese in Oklahoma and Texas for over 80 years. Locally owned and operated, folks at Watauga Cheese Factory have summer sausages, the best homemade cheddar cheeses in the region, spice pickles, homespun honey, and their famous cheese curds. Located in Perryton, Watauga Cheese Factory also has gift baskets and offer delivery options. Visit Watauga Cheese Factory, 2018 South Main Street in Perryton, or call them at 806-648-4310. Watauga Cheese Factory is a proud sponsor of Balko Bison Athletics. Casey Cowan Custom Haying services the Oklahoma and Texas panhandles for all of your haying needs. From swatting and baling to hay sales for cattle and horses, Casey Cowan Custom Haying is the best option for your farm and ranch needs. Contact Casey Cowan at 580-628-7464 for all of your haying and hay service needs. Casey Cowan Custom Haying is a proud sponsor of Balko Bison Athletics. Crossroads Express is your one-stop shop for your convenience store and gas needs. Located at the intersection of Highways 412 and 83 at Bryan's Corner, Crossroads Express features a wide variety of ice-cold fountain drinks, candy, snacks, and is a proud vendor of Cajun salsa and pickles, as well as Watauga cheese. And the Crossroads Express gas station has your gas and diesel for your farm and off-road vehicle needs. Crossroads Express also has a gift shop featuring novelty and one-of-a-kind gifts and souvenirs. Call 580-361-2529 for all of your call-in orders. Let the fine folks at Crossroads Express take care of you. Crossroads Express is a proud sponsor of Balko Bison Athletics. Panhandle living is hard, and with our scorching summers and frigid winters, if your heating or air isn't working, it can get even harder. Let the fine folks at Tri-State Heating and Air help you make it through the seasons in comfort. Licensed and insured for over 20 years, Bryce Sager and the folks at Tri-State Heating and Air are well equipped to handle your HVAC, air and refrigeration, and heating needs. Locally owned and operated, Tri-State Heating and Air understand the unique needs of folks in the Panhandle. Contact them at 580-525-1820 and let Tri-State Heating and Air make your home or business more comfortable. Tri-State Heating and Air is a proud sponsor of Balko Bison Athletics.
Okay, number 34.
In this time when there's so much insecurity in the world, the one thing you need to be able to rely on is your financial situation. That's where the folks at Summit Wealth Strategies LLC come in. Located in Alva, Summit Wealth Strategies LLC specializes in tax, payroll, and financial management services designed to help folks in the Panhandle and northwestern Oklahoma handle whatever insecurities the world throws at us. Contact Van Johnson at 580-609-4880 and let him give you the financial security and peace of mind you need to make it through any situation. Summit Wealth Strategies LLC is a proud sponsor of Balko Bison Athletics.
Number 1. Number 3. Steal. Number 4. 2 rebounds. Number 5. 3 rebounds. Number 10. Rebound. Steal. 2 rebounds. Number 14. Block. Rebound. Number 15. 3 rebounds. Number 21. 2 rebounds. Block. Steal. rebounds. Deal. 2 rebounds.
You're watching the Crossroads Express post-game show where the Balko Bison have defeated
2 rebounds.
the Drummond Bulldogs by a score of 78-46. We're waiting for statistics to come in for the conclusion of the game, and they're just kind of wrapping those up. We'll have those here momentarily. This was more of the effort that we expected to see from the Bison throughout the game. Correction, I stand corrected. I thought it was 78-46. It was 76-44. All right. So the stats for the game. Drummond shot 32% from the floor, going 15 of 47. They went 3 of 13 from three-point range. They were paced by Braylon Peters at 16 points, but he did not score in the second half. Trevin King had 8. Tyler Norris with 7. 4 points apiece for Aiden Jackson and Blake Allen. And Braden Longpine had 3 points. And Austin Longpine and Connor Mack had 1 point apiece. Braylon Peters almost had a double-double for the Bulldogs. He, like I said, 16 points and 7 rebounds. For Balko, gotta get those pulled up now. Peyton Mulberry paced the Bison with 21 points, 13 rebounds, and 2 steals, as well as a blocked shot. And I think he may have even had more than the 1 blocked shot. Balko shot 41.8% from the floor, which is much improved over their last game. They shot 8 of 20 from three-point range for 40%. Their issue today was from the free throw line, 12 of 21 from the foul line. Peyton Mulberry again with 21 and 13. Mason Romju had 20 points and 5 rebounds. Cole Cowan had 13 points and 5 rebounds. Jaden Hall had 7 points and 6 rebounds and 2 steals. Braxton Fowler had 4 points and a rebound. Nathan Smith had 3. Logan Taylor had 2. Nathan Cardwell had 6 off the bench, including 2 of 2 from three-point range. And that gets us to our final. Balko 76, Drummond 44. A new high point mark for the season for Balko. 76 points is their season high.
We went to Subway.
And so now they will play the loser of Leedy and Timberlake on Monday at 3 p.m. in Leedy. We do want to congratulate the Drummond Bulldogs for a tremendous season, and we look forward to seeing them again in the future. They're a young team showing a lot of promise. They've got some very good players on the team, and we're excited to see what that team will have moving forward. So we're going to take a break. We will not have, the next broadcast will not tip off until 5:45. So the pregame, the Crossroads Express pregame show will be at 5:45 for the women's game. So we're going to cut this broadcast out, and then we will come back in a little over an hour with Balko Lady Bison basketball. So we will end this broadcast, and we'll jump over to the women's broadcast, like I said, in about 90 minutes, where we'll have the Crossroads Express pregame show. We'll be back at that time on Balko Bison TV and the Balko Bison Sports Network. We want to thank everybody for listening to this broadcast.
We have a whole
I don't know if we can use it